Hi, I'm Plummy, and in this episode of Ray Decay, I'm gonna be reacting to, apparently, another comeback by Golden Child. Like, I swear, I reacted to their comeback very recently, the one with Ra Pam Pam, I think it was. And it wasn't that long ago. It maybe must have been like a month ago, 2 at most, and very unlikely that it was 2 months. And apparently they're already coming back. And again, I don't know if this is necessarily a full-on comeback, but there was a music video, so I assume it was a comeback, and I'm gonna be judging it as a comeback. But yeah, I'm actually pretty excited to check it out. Golden Child have been growing on me quite a lot lately. Burn It was a really good song for me. I really like that one. Rapampam, less so, but it still ended up being a really good song and grew on me a lot as well. So I'm expecting that it's gonna be the same for this one, but there's only one way to find out. So without further ado, let's get into the song and see how I'm gonna feel about it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is a good beginning. Okay, this seems like a very different music video for them. And the fact that it's so different is making me really question whether it's a proper comeback or not. Because I really like their post-apocalyptic cinematic music videos that they did. Especially the zombie one. This seems more like a performance version, honestly. Honestly, it started off really strong, but it didn't really manage to keep up that feeling for me, personally. Okay, the chorus is good. I like the chorus a lot. 안개가 겹치고 더 거칠어진 숨소리가 더 칠해져 덕분에 네 길에서는 나를 따라올 수 없게 돼버려도 끝까지 매달려줘 어둠부터 빛까지는 달려 Follow 날 따라 널 향해 다 불러 춤춰 아무도 다 따라하지 못할 Tap 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 포기 못해 이 순간 가득히 더 따라 날 불러줄래 Tell me what you wanna do now Man, it's a shame. I was so excited about this, but I'm honestly not really feeling this. It's not a bad song, but it's not really entertaining me that much. Which again is a shame because I do really like the chorus, like the da-da, da-da-da-da part is really good. That's why I said that it started off really good, because it showed it to us right in the beginning. It sounds so good, but the rest of the song is kinda meh. It's not bad, but I just don't find much interesting stuff in it, you know? Oh my god, it's so good! I can't even begin to express like how good I think the Ddara part is. Also, I've never noticed before how some of the members of this group really look like some BTS members. Like there was one of the members of this group looks like Jimin, and one of the other ones looked like J-Hope. Or maybe it was the same guy, just at different times. I don't know, but they did remind me of BTS in some of the shots here at the end. But yeah, it was okay. Like, I don't hate it or anything, but I am a little disappointed that I didn't end up liking it that much. And again, probably it's going to end up growing on me just like Rap Pam Pam did and Burn It, but it does seem less interesting of a song compared to both of those songs, honestly. It just feels like it was a song that they did just so they could have another comeback. And that honestly applies to the music video as well, because it's not that high budgeted or high concept like those two were. So it is kind of just there. Which is like fine if they wanted to just have another comeback. It's fine, but I would have liked a little bit of a better song. And it's honestly just the verses that I don't really like. And it's not that they are bad, they're just not necessarily particularly memorable or interesting, in my opinion. Especially compared to the chorus, because the chorus is so simple, yet so flipping catchy. And it's a shame that the rest of the song couldn't have been like that, you know? And honestly, the song is that uninteresting in the verses that I'm honestly not really even gonna check it a second time, because I don't think there's much to get from a second listen on this one. But hey, if this came with an album, maybe there's some really good songs in the B-sides, which, if you want me to check out the B-sides, comment down below and show there is a demand for it, because otherwise I will probably do it, but it's gonna be at some point in the future, not really right now. But yeah, in terms of a rating for this song, I think I'm going to give it a solid 8.2 out of 10, which I think is a respectable, I mean, it's a pretty good rating overall, but it is respectable in the sense that the song is good and the chorus is amazing, but the verses just could have been so much more interesting, and the fact that they're not just doesn't really allow me to give it that much of a higher score. But yeah, let's still give it a second listen and see, maybe, it's very unlikely, but maybe my opinion is gonna improve on it a little bit. Maybe I'm gonna catch something that I didn't catch on the first listen. So let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1. But man, this is such a strong opening. It's such a shame that it doesn't live up to it. I can't quite catch which member really reminded me of J-Hope and which of Jimin. I think this guy reminds me of J-Hope. This guy. I think his mouth is the same as J-Hope's. That's why he reminds me of him so much. Now I'm trying to catch the one who reminded me of Jimin. You know, there's one thing that I hate the most in K-pop songs, and it's forced rap breaks. Not every song has to have that, you know? Especially in a song like this. This guy looks like Jimin. Especially when his hair is like more of like the bowl cut without a break in it. He really looks like it. I gotta say, I'm a little confused about exactly what the concept of this music video is supposed to be, and the song itself. Because it seems like it's supposed to be somewhat retro, but at the same time kinda sexy, and I feel like those two styles kinda clash, which is why I'm also a little confused about how exactly I feel about the song. Like, he looks so much like Jimin when he was walking. It's uncanny how similar he looked. I think he has the same eyes as Jimin. And there's even one of the members who looks like Suga. So that's definitely going to be a trivia that I'm going to remember about Golden Child going forward. They look like BTS, or at least some of the members do. But yeah, honestly, I still don't really care about the verses. They're still mostly forgettable for me. And there's honestly just not really much to say about it. It's not a bad song, and if you personally enjoy it, that's fine, but yeah, I just don't really like it for the most part. I really like the chorus though. So yeah, what did you guys think about this song? Comment down below and let's have a discussion about it. And yeah, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently one and only patron on Patreon, Omari Bridgman. If you want to join that person in supporting me, you can do that by going down in the description below and clicking on the links to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly, which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me, that being the fact that I am trans. And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't. Outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female, but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will. And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything. And that just kind of stress just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact it's somewhat been intensifying again recently, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long-term planning, because once I transition, it's like I probably will not be able to get myself a job, because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Twitter if you don't follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories, or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!